wish you all stay happy, healthy and safe at home and do your studies regularly and properly. I am Yoshna Parak and today we are going to see a chapter for standard 4 students from your English textbook Marigold. Today we are going to see chapter number 9. From this chapter we are going to do the first part, that is the poem. Name of this poem is The Naughty Boy. So today we are going to study chapter number 9, first part, that is the poem. Name of the poem is The Naughty Boy for standard 4. In this poem we will see that there is a boy who lives in England, but he was curious about something, and to get the solution of his curiosity, to get the knowledge, he went out from his house. Now, what were his questions and whether he can solve or he can get the answer of those questions or not, and how would be his experience, that we are going to see in this poem. So now let us begin the poem. The Naughty Boy. There was a naughty boy, and a naughty boy was he. Why this line has been repeated twice? Because it emphasizes that really he was very naughty. And how can you say that he was naughty? He did something like that. What he did? He ran away to Scotland, the people there to see. Then he found that ground was as hard, that a yard was as long, that a song was as merry. That a cherry was as red, that lead was as wetty, that fourscore was as 80, that a door was as wooden as in England. So he stood in his shoes and he wondered, he stood in his shoes and he wondered. Written by John Keats. So this poem is written by John Keats. Now let us understand what he wants to say by this poem. He says that there was a naughty boy, and he was really very naughty, very mischievous, wicked. How can we say that? Because he ran away to Scotland. He lives in England, but he ran away to Scotland. He left England, he left his home, and he ran away from there to Scotland. Why? Because he wanted to see people of the Scotland. He was curious that just as I live in England, does all the people in the country, other countries also live like same? Are all the things same in other countries also? So he was curious to know that there are boundaries and there are different countries. So what makes it different? Why they are different? What is the difference between this? So to know the difference between these two countries, why they have been differentiated, why the border is there between these countries. So to know that, he went to another country. From England he went to Scotland, just to find that what is the difference. Why England is different from Scotland. So he wanted to see people of Scotland. And then when he went to Scotland, he found that the ground of the Scotland was as hard, just like as here word is used to compare the Scotland to England. So he says that the ground of Scotland was as hard as in England. That a yard was as long. The measurement, yard is a measurement, and it is also called the open place which we kept just in front of our house. angan. So there the yard was same long as in England. The measurement was also same. The place which we call yard was also same in Scotland, just like England. That a song was as merry, just like songs in England are merry, beautiful, cheerful. Same way, songs in Scotland also are very cheerful, beautiful, and joyful. That a cherry, the fruit, red colored fruit, was as red. The fruits were also same, just like in England. The cherry color was also same in Scotland. And that lead is a metal, was as weighty. The weight of lead was same as in England. Scotland also had lead and England also had lead, and the weight of this lead, the look of this lead was also same. There was no difference in that metal also. And that 4 score was is 80. 4 score, that means if we add 20 4 times, so that is called 4 score. That means we are adding 20 4 times. So it will be 20 multiplied by 4, that means 80. So the rules of mathematics are same as in England. Here in Scotland also 4 score equals to 80, and there in England also 4 score equals to 80. There in Scotland also 4 square equal to 80. So in Scotland and England, he found everything same. That a door was as wooden as in England. Here in Scotland also the door are made up of wood, just like in England. So the doors are as wooden as in England. All the things were same as I see in England. So there are so many things just same in Scotland, just like my England. So he stood in his shoes and he wondered. He was standing there watching everything, but he was wondered, he was surprised that how can this be, because these two are different countries. But there is no difference. Everything is same. Then why this country are different? Why these are not united? So he looked everything surprisingly and was wondered by watching all these things. He was standing at one place because he was in surprise. He was standing in his shoes, but he was wondering. He was surprising, looking all the things around him, and was comparing those things to the things of England. That is why here again this line is repeated to emphasize, to create pressure on these lines, that he was standing in his shoes only, but still he was looking all around and was surprising that all the things are just same as in England. He wanted to find the difference, but he could not find the difference, and that is why he was wondering. He was surprising. So he stood in his shoes and he wondered. He wondered. He stood in his shoes and he wondered. So he was completely surprised by watching all the things, just same like England. Now what message does John Keats wants to give us? That there are boundaries which make countries separate, but the nature is same everywhere. The land, the measurement, mathematics, the fruits, and even doors, houses, people, everything is just same. Nature has not made any kind of difference between different countries of this world. Nature is same for everyone. So that is why he wanted to see the difference. Why these countries are separated from each other. When everything is same, why can't they live united? But it is the thinking of people which make difference. Otherwise, nature has not made any kind of difference in anything. That is what we want to say, that everything is same. The land, the air, sunlight, fruits, vegetables, and the nature of different countries are same, because nature does not make any difference for the people. Only people have difference in their mind. And when he went to see the difference between England and Scotland, he could not find much difference in England and Scotland, and he found that everything is same. Just people say that we are different. It is their ideology, it is their thinking, but nature has not made any difference that he got. And that was the answer of his curiosity, that nature has not made any kind of difference between these countries. And he found that in Scotland. So, because of his naughtiness, because of his wickedness, he got a lesson that people says that there are different countries and people are different, cultures are different, everything is different. We cannot survive in other countries because we are not habitual of it. We are habitual to live in our country only. But in other countries also, something, you can say the nature of these countries are same. Nature has not made any difference. So as you can live in your country, as you can love your country, as you can feel soulship with your country, just like you can feel the same in other countries also, because they are same like you. They are also human beings. The nature is same also at there, and the basic principles are also same as that. So do not make difference in between the people and between different countries. All are united and are just like us. So this was the message, that do not make difference. Everything is our. The world is completely our, and we are united. We should not make any difference, because nature does not teach us this. Nature is same for everyone, so we should also be same for everyone. So here the message of this chapter completes, and the message of this poem completes, and this poem, explanation of this poem also completes. Now let us see the new words. First one is naughty. Naughty, that means mischievous or wicked. Next is farm. Farm, that means got something. Ground, that is a land. Merry, that is cheerful, happy, joyful. Cherry, that is the name of a fruit. And weighty, that means something which has weight. Wooden, that means made up of wood. So these were the new words of this poem. Here with this we come to an end of this poem, and now we will see the exercise of this in the next video. Till then, keep watching and keep learning, and be safe and stay at home. Thanks for being with me. See you.